Hey YouTube, Gear Guy here. Today I'm doing a review of a product, an item. A lot of you may have heard of them, a lot of you may have them, some of you may have thought about them, some of you may think they're useless. So I'm going to review this item and talk to you a little bit about it and what you decide for yourself. The item I'm talking about today is E.Majoor Tactical Pen. Now, when you get this and you open up the box, you're going to have several things in this little box here. First of all, you're going to have the tactical pen. You're going to have 3 refills and this very loud little whistle. I know a lot of people don't think about whistles as a self-defense item or that they're only for females to alert somebody of a rape or a mugging, but it's a good item to have on you at all time in your EDC carry. Now let's go to the tactical pen. Like I said, this is the E.Majoor Tactical Pen that sells on Amazon for about $10 plus shipping. And when I opened it up, I gave it a good look over the last few days before doing this. And it appears to be a really well-made, quality tactical pen for the price. Am I saying this is the perfect tactical pen? No. There are a few flaws with it. And I'm going to cover that here in 1 second. But it is still a serviceable tactical pen. The flaws I have, and this is my taste, is the window breaker tip and your impact tip. I think it's a little bit too pointy. And you start jabbing somebody with it, it's going to become more of a stabbing weapon than an impact weapon. Although if you do a direct hit on a bone like right here, and I'm barely pushing down, I can definitely feel the pain and making it want to, it's fine for that. But if you're going to go for like a kidney shot, a liver shot, I think that might be a little bit too pointy, and that this cap end would be more suited for that. So if you're going to use the cap end, you have your pocket clip to deal with, and you have the pointiness of this to deal with when you got your thumb over it to keep it from sliding on a power strike. That's easily fixable. You just take a emery board, give it a few, cross that, blunt that tip off just a little bit, and you're fine. The second problem I had with it, and I'm going to tell you now, the cap is on there really tight, so it's not going to come off in use, is most tactical pens, to get to the pen, the writing part of it, you have to twist. This one's pull apart. And it does write very nicely, very smooth. So it's not a bad pen for your first one. It's not a bad pen for somebody like me on a budget. This is going to do its job and do it well. It is aircraft grade aluminum with a black anodized finish. A very good black anodized finish for being made in China. Actually, usually there's flaws on them. There's no sharp edges on this whatsoever. Good machining. So, very good low-cost item. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, what is a tactical pen? What does it do? What is it used for? How is it used? First of all, a tactical pen is not meant to be your primary weapon. It's not meant to be a secondary weapon. It's not even meant to be a backup. A tactical pen is a force multiplier. And it was designed to be used, okay, originally with officers, they couldn't get to their firearm, but they've got this sitting right up here in their shirt pocket. They could grab a strike with and cause compliance through pain. This is a take on a Kubaton. It is a take on a martial arts weapon that's been used for hundreds and thousands of years. And as a bouncer, I have used a tactical pin and a Kubaton many times in self-defense situations where the use of a firearm or a gun was not called for, and I didn't want to deploy pepper spray because of crowds of people around what was going on, so I'd use this, and they are effective. Um, you take this, and you're striking somebody. You're striking in logical places like here in the collarbone, neck, face, head, even liver and kidneys. If somebody grabs onto you, let's say like this, and you take this and you power strike them right in the hand, and you're going to hit that bone in the hand most likely. Like, okay, right there. If you hit right there, that's mostly flesh and muscle, but you're still going to hit nerve. You hit the bone, you're gonna break that bone in their hand. Definitely with this tip, any power shot into the skull region is going to crack the skull. I do not discondone striking in the neck and face, but that can be seen as use of lethal force, whether the person dies or not. So I advise against it unless you are sure that you would be justified into using force like that. But anywhere else on the body, the chest, here in the shoulders, like I said, hands, liver, kidneys, what have you, it's all going to be effective. And, you break somebody's collarbone, you break somebody's hand, they're not going to want to stick around and fight you, you know. And, like I said, all this is a force multiplier impact weapon. It is very functional, very useful, and requires very little training to learn how to use. I mean, you can really jump on YouTube and just watch the videos of it. That's not going to require any special martial arts training to use. You're just going to watch the tactics of it. You're going to practice, and you're going to pick it up and be able to use it effectively in no time. So that is my review on a tactical pen on the E.Majoor brand that you can find on Amazon. This is actually the name of the pen and the seller, for about $10 plus shipping, and what they do and somewhat how they're used. So if you're interested in an item like this, jump on Amazon. They've got E.Majoors, for $10. They've got some higher end ones that go up to $100. I see kind of senseless to pay that kind of money for. And get you one, learn how to use it. I'd be happy to answer any questions if anybody wants to leave it in the comments or message me. Until next time, stay safe, be aware of your surroundings, and have a good one.